Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss the next part of the Unit 1 of the Paper 2. We have to talk about the liquid crystals. We have heard about the crystals of the solid. Today we are going to discuss the crystals of the liquid. The definition of this particular liquid crystal is nothing but a substance which flows like liquid but has some degree of ordering in the arrangement of its molecules is called as a liquid crystal. This may come for the MCQ purpose. Certain solids when heated undergo two sharp phase transformation. At the first they fuse sharply yielding the turbid liquids and then again fuse sharply at higher temperature forming clear liquids. These changes can be reversed on cooling. This turbid or translucent liquid show anisotropy, that is they have the different properties in different direction, especially optical properties like the double refraction and the interference pattern in the polarized light, but this kind of the double refraction are shown by the crystalline state. Hence this turbid liquid is called the liquid crystals. They have none of the liquid properties like the mobility, surface tension, viscosity, etc. But these liquids are also named as the mesomorphic state, that means intermediate state. Solid state and liquid state, in between that liquid crystals are observed, that are called as a mesomorphic state. Liquids, this particular liquid crystals are also known as the mesomorphic state, that you have to remember. It may come for the MCQ purpose. The substance which show above characteristics are long chains organic molecules terminating in a group such as OR, COR, OR, COR, or having groups like C triple bond N, N double bond NO, C double bond C in the middle. Here the example is given that the cholesterol benzoate, that is a ester, fuses sharply at 145 degrees centigrade to give a turbid liquid which on the further heating changes suddenly into the clear liquid at 178 degrees centigrade. Industrial lubricants exist as a liquid crystal. The proteins and the fats changes into this state before digestion and are assimilate into the body. Depending on the molecular structure, the system may pass through more than one mesomorphic state. These different states can be obtained either by thermotropic mesomorphism, that is a thermal process, or by lyotropic mesomorphism, that is a intervention of the solvent. That two things you have to remember. Then we talk about the first temperature at which the solid changes into the turbid liquid is known as the transition point, and the second temperature when this turbid liquid becomes clear liquid is called as the melting point. In the classification of the thermotropic liquid crystals are classified into the three categories: smectic liquid crystal, nematic liquid crystal, cloisteric liquid crystal. Now we will see one by one what is that particular smectic. Smectic liquid crystals flow in layers in different planes and sheets gliding over each other. Each layer will have the different velocity. Then the smectic liquids have non-Newtonian motion, that you have to remember. They have non-Newtonian motion when compared to the true liquids which have Newtonian motion. Therefore one cannot call them as a viscous. On a clean surface they form terrace and strata as shown below. Molecules are oriented in well-defined planes, but there is no periodically within the plane. The smectic phase is more solid-like and obtained at a more lower temperature. The crystal lattice exists but in the distorted form. They also give X-ray diffraction pattern but only in the one direction. They have a complex internal structure. They have fan-like appearance, have an uniaxis and are not affected by magnetic field. Example: ethyl para-hydroxybenzoate, ethyl para-hydroxycinnamate. Then the nematic liquid, they flow more easily when compared to the smectic liquid. Their flow is Newtonian and the word viscosity is applicable. Here viscosity is not applicable, here viscosity is applicable. Newtonian motion is also applicable. The viscosity is low when compared to true liquids. They are less anisotropic when compared to the smectic liquid crystal. They have thread-like structure. It has a thread-like structure. Even though their structure is uniaxial, they are affected by the strong magnetic field when we in the direction lines of force of magnetic field. Okay. Then we are not going in detail. Then the cloistic liquid crystals, some compounds which are optically active show the similar characteristics of the pneumatic liquid crystals, but show strong color effects in the polarized light. This indicates that they have layered structure like the smectic liquid crystal. They differ from the smectic liquid crystal in that they have thick layer. This liquid crystal having some pneumatic and some smectic characteristics are called as the cholesteric liquid crystals. Okay, they possess both the properties and they have high non-Newtonian flow properties compared with the electric phase. Here the diagram has been shown. You can see the difference. Now, what are the applications? These liquid crystals find several practical applications on account of their markable optical and electrical properties. Number displays, monitoring body temperature. Okay, then used for detecting tumors in the body using the method called thermography and used as the commercial lubricants. These are the major applications of this particular crystals, liquid crystals. Please highlighted things I highlighted. Definition is very much important. Here you can see the more MCQs are given. Surface tension may be defined as within plants get water through the roots because of which action? Capillary action. At 30 degrees centigrade, water has viscosity of the SI unit of viscosity coefficient is. Then surface tension of a liquid dot dot is with increase in temperature. The unit in which the surface tension is measured. Please go through these MCQs. Here I am sharing these MCQs. Please go through these MCQs. Answers are given back to this particular MCQ. You can see the answers are here. Please go through these MCQs well because it came for the exam. These MCQs, please go through these MCQs. See here. Answers are given back to this particular page. Okay, you can go through these MCQs. These are very simple one. Here this particular unit has been finished. We will stop here. Thank you.